Next question. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Name Muhammad Al-Naji. Profession software quality engineer. City and country Irbid, Jordan. Are payment processing software companies haram to work with? Payment processing software are the channel where the online payment using any types of card goes through, regardless the type of money, if it's halal or haram. Brother Muhammad Al-Naji is asking the question, can he work for companies which are payment gateways, online payment gateways? Can you work for such company? And he's explaining that payment gateway companies are companies which facilitate payment from one person to the other person. It may be a customer's paying to the company to buy some goods, and the company sends the good. So these are payment, and the person making the payment may make through halal means or haram means, may make through a card which is from a conventional bank or from Islamic bank. Is it allowed to work for such companies? As you described rightly, working for a payment gateway company which only involves in transferring money from one person to the other, from the client to the company or from the customer to the company, and takes a charge, it is permitted. For example, PayPal, it's a company which takes a percentage, maybe 2%, 3% or 4%, depending upon the rules and regulation, and they take money from the customer and give it to the company, and they take some charges, and they don't take any charge from the client or the customer. But the company may be including the charges in the costing. The charges that PayPal is doing or any other software, any other company, the payment gateway is doing, they may be including it. That's perfectly fine. This is halal. Now, whether the client, if he is buying from an Islamic bank or a debit card or from a conventional credit card, it is not their concern. For example, I am a doctor and I treat a patient, and the patient is working in a haram company. He is working in a bank. He is a banker. His money is haram. But I am giving service as a doctor and I am charging him fees, $100 US. He is paying me 100. His money is haram, but for me it's halal. For example, a person working in a bank, he is a manager of a bank. His earning is haram. He goes to buy in the grocery store something goods for some $100. So the grocer or the shopkeeper takes the money, for him it is halal. So similarly, someone is using halal method to pay. As long as your company is halal, it's permitted. But if you are working for a payment gateway which is haram, which is based on interest, there are certain banks which have got payment gateways. So if you are doing a payment gateway for a bank which is a conventional bank, and they're charging some element which involves riba, then it is haram for you to work for such a conventional bank which has a payment gateway. But working for an exclusive payment gateway which is not involved in riba, which is not involved with conventional bank directly, it's permitted. But if you are working for a payment gateway of a conventional bank which is involving riba, it's haram to work for such a payment gateway. Otherwise, a general payment gateway which doesn't involve directly with a conventional bank, etc., there's no riba involved, people pay from their card, that's permitted. Hope that answers the question.